What is going on? Rosano Nation, Raptors Nation. Luca Rosano here, back with another video. And I know I'm late with this one, but better late than never. ESPN, they recently came out with their way too early power rankings. And this caught my attention, folks. This one caught my attention. So before we get into the power rankings, and then before I get into how the Raptors were blatantly disrespected, do me a solid favor, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more Raptors content and NBA content, and ring the bell so you stay notified on all the videos that I post. You could keep connected with me on social media as well. Anytime you guys want to talk basketball, that's Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. As you guys know, I'm that guy that calls out the American media every time they do my Raptors wrong, and every time they simply disrespect the Toronto Raptors or don't give them the credit that they deserve. I got a 2-part series ongoing. Everybody's asking me when part 3 is going to come up. Part 3 is coming soon. Part 3 is coming soon. After I get all my receipts, dig up all my receipts, and can put together another compilation type video, part 3 will be coming soon. But nonetheless, I wanted to do the separate video to talk about the heat of the matter. So ESPN, based on the votes of 40 reporters, insiders, and editors, compiled their way too early power rankings. And we are going to get into the top 10, but notably, the Raptors were left off the top 10. Obviously, the Toronto Raptors don't know what their team is going to look like next season. They got 3 big free agents in Van Vliet, Gasol, and Ibaka. But besides that, we know what the Raptors are capable of doing. We know what this team has done, and we know the type of season this Raptors team is coming off. A season in which they defied the odds, turned heads, and even though they fell short of another conference finals berth, in my opinion, it was a very successful season, and the Raptors did exceed expectations. So let's get into this top 10 list and see where the Raptors should have been input. Okay, let's look at it. Number 1, the Los Angeles Lakers. Not going to argue here. They're the defending champs. They took that crown away from the Raptors. They're the best team in the NBA. They're going to have a chance to run it back next season. They're number 1, and rightfully so. No complaints here. No rebuttals here. The Lakers are number 1. They got it right. Number 2, the Los Angeles Clippers. I understand why they're number 2. This is looking ahead. This is still a very talented team. They got one of the best players in the world, Kawhi Leonard. They got to figure out what's going to happen with Paul George. He's been in a lot of rumor talk lately. They got to figure out if they're going to bring back Harrell. That team could look a little different, but nonetheless, the Clippers will be in title contention come next season, and I believe they will be the second best team in the NBA. So they got it right at number 2. Number 3, the Milwaukee Bucks. They're here because they still got Giannis. Until they lose Giannis, they're going to be considered one of the best teams, especially in the East. Number 3, Bucks. I get it. Again, no rebuttals there. Number 4, the Denver Nuggets. This was a team that surprised everybody. They made it a probable run. They came back from 3-1 down against the Clippers. They came back from 3-1 down against the Jazz. They fought hard against the Lakers. Tough team. Jamal Murray, Jokic, one of the best duos right now in the NBA. This is going to be a team that is going to be reckoned with. They got a lot of good pieces. I can see why they're number 4. They had a fantastic postseason, and nobody can take that away from them. Number 5, the Dallas Mavericks. So they are buying the Dallas Mavericks stock, and I don't blame them. Luka Doncic, Kristaps Porzingis. They could make some more moves this offseason to bolster that team. The Mavericks were a solid bunch. I think this is going to be a team that wins a championship in the next 5 years. Luka Doncic is a future MVP. Kristaps is a solid player. They got great supporting cast, and they might just be another all-star away from really being a legitimate title contender. So Dallas, I can understand the hype. I understand the stock that went into this. They're number 5. I have no rebuttals there. Next, we got the Golden State Warriors. They're number 6. Obviously, Golden State is coming off a season in which they were hampered with injuries. They're going to be much better next season because they're going to get Curry back. They're going to get Clay back. Draymond's still going to be there. They got the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. They might even swing that pick with Wiggins in a package to get another solid player. Golden State's going to be back, ladies and gentlemen, so I can understand why they're in the top 10. I agree with this as well. Number 7, you got the Boston Celtics. They pushed the Raptors to 7 games. It was a hell of a series. The future is bright in Boston. This team is deserving of the success that they've gotten so far. As a Raptors fan saying this, the Celtics are going to be a team that you're going to have to reckon with for the next couple of years. Tatum is right there in terms of being a superstar. Jaylen Brown is a stud. You got Marcus Smart. They're very well coached. They're number 7. They're deserving of that. Okay, number 8, Philadelphia. Before we get into this Philadelphia 76ers ranking, let's look at the rest of the top 10. Miami's number 9, rightfully so. They're the defending Eastern Conference champs. I have them at number 9. I can be okay with this. I agree with it. Number 10, the Brooklyn Nets. Obviously, they're going to get KD back. They're going to get Kyrie back. They got a new coach in Steve Nash. Who knows how that's going to work out? But they got arguably 2 of the top 10 players in the NBA. The Nets are a top team when talking about next season this early. Let's get back to number 8. The Raptors are number 11 on this list, but how the hell are the Philadelphia 76ers ranked ahead of the Toronto Raptors? This is where the disrespect comes in from ESPN. I can understand why these other teams are ranked ahead of the Raptors. I agree with that, but how are you going to sit there and tell me that the 76ers going into next season are better than the Toronto Raptors when this is a team that the Raptors have owned in the last couple of seasons, and this is a team, the last time we saw them, Joel Embiid was calling Marc Gasol his daddy. The Raptors are head and shoulders better than the Philadelphia 76ers until proven otherwise. What do they think? Just because the Sixers team has Doc Rivers, they're going to be that much better? We don't know how the Sixers team is going to be. They've been a hot dumpster of a mess. They haven't gotten past the second round. This is a team that has a lot to prove. This is a team where you don't know how they're going to fare with Doc Rivers. This is a team that I don't even think Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons can coexist with one another if that's the duo that's going to bring the Sixers to the promised land. And you're going to say the Sixers are ranked ahead of the Toronto Raptors, a team that has proven themselves for the last couple of seasons, a team that won the 2019 NBA championship. Yes, we did have Kawhi Leonard, but a team that once again exceeded expectations last year and had a great season when a lot of these so-called experts didn't even have the Raptors making the damn playoffs to begin with. So this is where the disrespect lies, people. This is a huge disagreement on my part. The Philadelphia 76ers have no business being in this top 10, and they have no business being ranked ahead of the Toronto Raptors. I would put the Raptors in this top 10. Even if they had the Raptors 10th, I could have justified that. But when I see the Raptors are 11th and the Sixers are 8th, how the hell are the Sixers even ranked ahead of the Miami Heat or the Brooklyn Nets? Philadelphia hasn't proven anything. Nothing. This is a team that continuously falls short of the mark. This is a team that has high expectations every single season, and they continuously let their fans down. So how are they being given this type of respect and credit? I simply don't understand. They don't have Jimmy Butler anymore. Do they really think Doc Rivers is going to be the guy who saves this franchise? Because I don't know about y'all, but I don't think Doc Rivers is going to make that much of an impact on this team. This is a team that needs a shakeup. This is a team that needs a culture reset, in my opinion. So I was blown away when I saw this. Again, I know I'm late with this, but better late than never. I had to talk about how the 76ers are in the top 10, in particularly number 8 on this list, and the Raptors are outside of the top 10 when the Raptors are clearly the better team when comparing the Raptors to Philadelphia. Even though we don't know what the Raptors will look like next season, I'm pretty confident that the Raptors will still be the team that comes out on top when they play the 76ers. So that is what grinds my gears, and that is something that, doesn't sit well with me. And I want to hear from you, the people. Am I overreacting here, or do you agree with me? Should the Raptors be in this top 10? And should the Philadelphia 76ers be the odd team left out, not the Toronto Raptors? So those are my thoughts. That's my opinion. Want to hear from you, the great people. Let me know, Rosano Nation. What do you think about this top 10? Are the Raptors disrespected here, or did ESPN get it right in your opinion? Because I think they did not get it right. So, yeah, that's basically it. And this series, continues of, ESPN not giving the Raptors their credit. And the Raptors are going to have to go next season and prove everybody wrong once again. So we will see how it all goes down. But anyways, guys, please drop a like on this video. All the support is greatly appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We're almost at 17K subs. Ring the bell so you stay notified on all my videos. I'm posting a bunch of content, Raptors related, NBA related. This is your go-to channel for both of those types of videos. So keep it locked and loaded with your boy. Consider becoming a channel member today. And I will have a brand new video dropping tomorrow, and that will be about the upcoming NBA draft. I will tell you what I think the Raptors will do with their pick in the first round. And that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you all again in the next video. Until next time, remember, be great and stay blessed. Peace out.